have a conversation with you and I'm telling you that, okay, I agree with this one, I do not agree with this one, I'm not going to take this one as a normal human being. And the next thing you are telling me is, leave her, it's understandable. That's how short people used to do.
Bombastic side eye. Criminal offensive side eye.
I don't blame you. It is not your fault at all. I do not even blame you. Hello guys, good day. I trust you all are doing okay. I especially welcome you to today's episode of Friday Talk with Jemima, where we talk about everything pertaining to life and godliness. I'm your host, Jemima. I hope you are doing okay. I hope you had a wonderful week. I hope you're, as I am, looking forward to a beautiful weekend. So today we'll be speaking on a topic that says represent us. But before we go in, I have a story to tell you. One time there was a guy that was on my case. You know what I mean by on my case. I decided to hear him out. So we got talking and he started saying nice things, sweet things. You know what guys say now? You're this, you're that, I like you, I like you, And then he got to a point, he said, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Do you go to this kind of place? He was just mentioning things that are not godly kind of things. And I'm like, no, I don't do those, I don't do, I'm sorry. I was like, no, this one, no, that one, no. I do not go to such places because of my faith. And so the guy went like, are you a church girl? I'm like, brother, I'm a church girl. Full-blown church girl. I'm a church girl from the crown of my head to the sole of my feet. You know that kind of why now? I was like, what do you mean? What happened to church girls? What has a church girl done to you before? And I went, it's not just church girls, like church people generally. Tell me your story, Oga, because I know there is definitely a story to back this your whole opinion up. So he went on to tell me the story that while he was very young, in his compound there was this woman that was very churchy, morning, night, 7 times a week she's in church. So one day she went to church as always, and while she was away, children were playing. Mother of a child in the compound called her child and said, oh, boil water for me and bring it to me. So the child was bringing the water, and unfortunately he bumped into this woman's son, the church woman's son, poured the hot water on him, and everybody came out. First aid treatment, one is bringing pap, this one is bringing this. Everybody was just running around to take care of the boy. So they took care of him. The woman got back and was like, what happened? They told her that, oh, this boy mistakenly bumped into your son with hot water, but we're taking care of him, just getting this and that. She carried her son and went into the house. Like that was all. A few minutes after, she came out with hot boiling water and poured it on that boy that poured on her son. What? All the children, they were terrified. This guy that I'm talking about, he said he was so terrified, like, but they begged you now, they told you that it was a mistake. Why did you still go as far as pouring water on this boy? And so since that day, he had this mindset that church people are just putting up a charade. They are just pretending that inside they're always wicked. So because of their wickedness, they're just using those church to kind of cover up. And can you actually blame him? Look at what she did. Very, I don't know. He keeps going around with that kind of mindset, isolating himself from every church person he finds. He just has a wrong narrative of every church person in his head because of one woman, because of one terrible mistake. Not a mistake actually, because of one terrible behavior of one woman. See? We are representers. Whether you like it or not, whether you agree with me or not, the fact still remains that each and every one of us is representing something. You are a lady, you are representing the entire womanhood. You are a man, you are representing manhood. You are from one state, you are representing your state. You belong to a religion, you are representing that religion. You graduated from a school, you are representing that school. Look at me now. I am not so tall. I am executively summarized. I am down to earth, like my friends would say. I'm just trying to tell you that, okay, this is what I want. I don't want this one. I agree with this. I do not agree with this one. And the next thing you are telling me is that it's understandable. Short people are usually stubborn, so I'm not even bothered. I'm just trying to explain to you. You know, when you have that notion in your head, when the person is just being normal, being natural, all your mind will be wrapped around that stereotype. That, oh, this is why. This is wrong. And we cannot actually blame them because people have not represented us well. Maybe one short person one time like that was disturbing the entire neighborhood. That is why a conclusion was drawn that, oh, I think the reason why she's doing this is because she's short. And so 10 people in that environment came to that conclusion that she's stubborn because she's short. And then they spread, they teach their children. and then it keeps spreading. I'm not stubborn. I know that it's one selfish person from Ijebu started this Ijebu selfish trend. But we as individuals, we should try as best as we can to correct the notion. If they tarnish our image, like Adam that brought sin into the world, we also can be like Jesus to take sin off the world by repairing it. Because of you, let them say, oh, short people are not actually stubborn. Look at this girl, she's so calm and collected. People, they change their narrative and begin to preach the new gospel that, see, short people are not stubborn. They are just people that are stubborn naturally, whether tall or short. We are representers. You are representing something. You are representing your family, your nation, your religion, your gender, your complexion. Some people say fair girls are this, dark guys are that, Yoruba men are this. You can start it. You can start that new trend, correcting the bad notion that is already on ground. Do better. Represent your brand well. There was a time that they used to say that people that keep virgin hair always have smelling hair.
Bombastic side eye.
People have come out to show us that we can keep our virgin hair, look pink and look beautiful, and have neat hair, our scalp shining. You can also change the wrong notion that is spreading about every single brand you represent. You are a girl, represent well. Please try as best you can to represent your brand well. Be a good ambassador. I'm really grateful that you took out time to join me on today's episode on Friday Talks with Jemima. I hope you had a wonderful time. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, and turn on the notification bell so that you can get notified each time I drop a video. I love you so much. See you next week Friday. Have a wonderful weekend. God bless you. Selfie time.